Hello everybody, Wyronth here, and welcome to a new series on my channel, Old School Runescape Ironman from nothing. As you can see here, we're a fresh Ironman, and we are starting out in Old School Runescape here. I'm just going to talk about some goals here quick for my series. I plan on doing Dragon Slayer, obviously, which is a pretty early on goal. Zolro, which is a much later goal. It's a boss if you don't know. I might want to get to Pryphthinus, which is also a pretty late questing goal. Obviously maxing, which is a really long way off. So for today's episode, we're going to be doing some fishing. I want to get to 30 fishing and 25 cooking, because at 30 fishing you can do salmon, as you can see here. At 25 cooking you can cook the salmon. And from past experiences, I know salmon is a pretty decent food for Wintertodt, which is the other big goal of this episode. Episode 1 is going to be getting 99 fire making. I know it's kind of absurd going for a 99 on literally the first episode, but that is what I want to do. But as you can see here, I'm still free to play, so we're going to be doing the fishing first, fishing and cooking first, and yeah, I'm going to jump right into that. So here we are in Draenor Village fishing. If you don't know where Draenor Village is, if you start at Lumbridge right here, this is where you spawn into the world. It's just right over here. So I'm going to be fishing here until level 20 fishing, because at 20 you can start catching trout, which is in the same spot you catch salmon. And that's through fly fishing, which you need a fly fishing rod and feathers for. So until I get to 20 fishing, I'm going to be catching shrimp and anchovies here, and then I can run straight over to the bank here and bank them. So that's my plan for up until 20. Some other things I want to talk about are what I plan to do, how not to make this video so short, I guess I could say. So I'm going to keep every single Wintertodt crate until the end. So I remember last time I did Wintertodt, it took me like 500-ish games, I think. So I'll be opening 500 crates on camera. As well as I'm going to show you how to get the, what is it called? Clue Hunter Garb, I believe. That counts as a warm clothing for Wintertodt, which makes you take less damage. So now I'm just going to go back to fishing, and I will come back with you once I get to 20, I suppose. Something else I would like to note is that today's date is March 2nd. I guess I just showed you there on accident. But today is March 2nd, and it's going to take me quite a long time to get 99 fire making, so this video is probably not going to be out for a while. Probably a few months at earliest, because I don't have all the time in the world to play. So yeah, once this video comes out, you can make fun of me for how long it took, because it's probably going to take a long time. And yeah, I don't have that much time because I am currently a college student, and I spend a lot of my time doing, college. Alright, back to the fishing. Here I am now with 8 fishing. It's only been like 20-30 minutes. But I just wanted to bring something up. I don't know if any of you people that actually may or may not exist and be watching this video. I don't know if any of you are interested in live streaming, but I know I am, and that is something that I would like to do. So I made a Twitch account. It is WyronthRS. So if you want to go follow me there, I will link it in the description. Yeah, go ahead and follow me, and I might live stream at some point. And here we have the big 2-0. And now before I move on to trouts, I'm going to show you guys something quick here. I'm sure most of you already know this if you're watching this, but right up here you have Barbarian Village, and if you go into this little dungeon here, it brings you to the Stronghold of Security. And if you go through all these floors and open the chests, it gives you a free 10k. I'm going to do that to get my fishing supplies, feathers, and fly fishing rod, since I have no money. Also, I'll show you quickly how much shrimps and anchovies I got. I got a total of 293 shrimps and 39 anchovies. Alright, so now I'm going to head over to the Stronghold of Security. Alright, once you get into the Stronghold of Security, I have a little tip for you. So if you come up to the door and you click on it, sometimes they will ask questions like this down here. So these get kind of annoying after a while, because you have to do it like for 4 floors and like every other door or every door. So just spam click the door, and It just worked for me. Sometimes it lets you through. Yeah, see, it just lets you through. So you can just try it again. I don't know if any of these guys are going to attack me since I'm only level 3. I go through here. Come on. Ask you the question. Spam click the door. It lets you through. That'll save you a little bit of time, I think. Alright, here we are at the bottom floor of the stronghold. And here's the most important decision of your entire playthrough on RuneScape. Rainbow boots or fighter boots. And if you don't pick the rainbow boots, unfortunately you're wrong. And you should just delete your account and probably any other internet presence you have. Because look at those absolute units. If you are unaware, you can get fishing supplies from Garant here in Port Sarim, which is located right here on the map. You can come from Lumbridge, go through Drainer, and right over here. And it's right here. And that's where I bought my fly fishing rod and my feathers. So now I'm going to go get 30 fishing. And there we have it, level 30 fishing. I'm not going to be quite done yet because I actually have to catch some salmon. I'll probably get like 50 to 100 or so. And then I'm going to get started on cooking them. So I'll be back with you in a little bit. Alright, I have just finished up my fishing as well as cooking. The levels I have at the end were 36 fishing and 37 cooking. In here you can see I did this much: 201 shrimps, 32 anchovies, 234 trout, and 56 salmon. And I burned 92 shrimp, 7 anchovies, and 98 of trout and salmon. So next up, I'm going to start my wood cutting and as well as fire making. Wintertodt, if you don't know, is on the island of, what is it, Karend? I think it's called Zaya. But yeah, it's right up here. And I will be doing that from 50 to 99. But first I need to work my way there. I'm going to go from normal logs to oak and then to willow. And I'll just go from 30 to 50 with willow. And my strategy, the way I did it last time, is I went right here. There's 4 willow trees right where my mouse cursor is at, right below this farming patch in Port Sarim. And I get a full inventory and I just burn along this path here all the way to level 50, and that's what I'm going to be doing this time. So I will see you guys after I get to 50 fire making. And there we have it, 50 fire making, and it only took me 3 months. No, I'm just kidding. It didn't actually take that long. It probably total took me like maybe like a day, but I kind of just stopped playing RuneScape for 3 months while I was focusing more on school and other games. But I'm back now, and I just got 50 fire making, which means I can now become a member and move on to Wintertodt. So I'm going to do that shortly. I would also like to point out, as not to be a complete liar, that I did a different method this time. As last time I told you, I cut my wood over here at Port Sarim and went this way, but this time I was just outside of Lumbridge at this pond and then started burning at this farm and then ended right about at the same spot where you start cutting trees, so you can just walk back over. Just thought I'd let you know so I'm not a complete liar. Alright, before we head to Wintertodt, there's a couple things we need to do. First thing, we need to collect the Clue Hunter garb, which is scattered around the map in different places. And the first piece that I'm going for here is the trousers, which are on Karamja, located right along here, right next to the Jogur dungeon. And the tile you need to dig at, you need a spade for this, is this one that I've marked here. You need to step on the tile, dig, and you get the Clue Hunter trousers. Alright, our next piece is right here, just south of the walls of Yanel. And it's right next to this tree, this willow tree in this flower patch. And you just use your spade once again, and you get the cloak, which is a cape, I believe. Yep, that looks pretty cool, actually. Our second to last piece is right here, right south of the fishing guild. And I believe it is right on this tile here, next to this tree, right below this warrior camp. And if you dig this up, you get the boots and the gloves. And then our final piece is on Karend, which you can get on your way to Wintertodt. The final piece we're going to be getting is in Karend, just above this minecart track here, right below the Kingdom of Karend, the actual castle of Karend, right down here. On this marked tile right here, you can see there's a little diagonal right next to this tree. You got to be quick with this one though, unless you're high level, because there's bears here and you probably don't want them to attack you. You just run up, dig, get your Clue Hunter garb, and run away. So there is actually another piece. It's the helmet, but I'm not able to get it because you need nature runes and you need some sort of potion, which I can't get either of those because I have 1 herb lore and 1 rune crafting. But there's also one last thing that we're going to want to do before we go into Wintertodt, and that's going to be buying a player-owned home, because that way when the braziers break at Wintertodt, you can repair them to get some free construction XP. So I'm going to run to Varrock and do that. Okay, I lied. You can actually buy one over here in Hosidius, so that was a much shorter walk. Okay, I'm now going to show you how to get to the Wintertodt after all of your prerequisites are met, including getting the Clue Hunter garb and buying your house. You want to talk to Veos in Port Sarum, and you just right-click and go to Port Piscarilius. And then you will end up over here, cross the gangplank, and you're now in Korend. I'm going to speed this up for you, otherwise it would take probably 5-ish minutes, because I don't have any agility levels, but you can just follow my path. The last thing you're going to want to do before you hop into the Wintertodt is make sure, if you want to not solo it, to switch to a Wintertodt world. I am on world 307, so maybe you'll see me. Not that you'd care. But I will probably show you in a sped up time lapse the first game, and then after that I'll probably come back when I get maybe the pet, otherwise 99. So when you start the game, you want to make sure to start out by lighting the brazier. That gives you 25 points up there at the top, as you can see. So the main point of Wintertodt is to chop this. That is very loud. You want to just chop this tree until you get your inventory full, and if you have a knife, you can fletch these and you get fletching XP and you get more points. But I'm only going for fire making, so I'm not going to fletch. But then you get your inventory, and then you run back over to the brazier and you throw your logs in. And if you see down here, you'll take damage sometimes. That's why you bring food with. And if you take damage while you're putting your logs in, you'll have to click again. But when you're cutting them and you take damage, you do not have to click again. So now I'll just show you the rest of this inventory, and then I will speed the rest up for you. And just like that, the game ends. So a few extra things you'll want to be wary of. When you see the little plus of snow on the screen, that is falling snow, and that will land on you and hurt you. If it's on the brazier will break, and that will also hurt you. So yeah, you want to be wary of that. Another thing is chat. The people in the game and the actual chat log are very toxic sometimes, so I personally will just keep it hidden the whole time. And then lastly, sometimes the pyromancer will die, and you can use herb lore with these crystals or roots or whatever to heal him. Most people don't, so you'll have to switch to the other side or into the back. So now the long grind begins. And there is 92 fire making, halfway there, and it only took me 3 more months. No, I'm just kidding. It's only been like 3 or 4 days. I'm sure I could get it done faster if I played more, but Wintertodt is kind of mind-numbing. I get kind of sick of doing it, so I only do roughly a million or so XP a day. But I am almost out of food now, so I'm going to take a short break and collect some more fish, and then I'll be back with you when I get 99. And there we finally have it, 99 fire making, and that is probably the fastest I've ever done that. It is only the second time I've ever done it, but, you know, last time it took me multiple months, and this time it took me about a week. So I'm going to get into talking about my journey, I guess. Here's all my crates. I saved every single one of them, as I said I was going to. There's 523. I've gotten, obviously, 99 fire making, 67 wood cutting, and 38 construction. So definitely get a house and work on construction, because that is a lot of free levels. But yeah, I'm gonna get into opening these crates now. I'm gonna do like a time-lapse sort of thing on this video, but I'll make a separate video to show more in-depth look at the loot. So if you want to just skip to the end of this one, you can do that and watch the other one, or if you just want to watch this one or you don't care about the loot, this video is basically over now. I will be showing you the time it took me after the loot, so yeah, I'm gonna get right into that now. Oh, that's nice. I got the gloves and the tome. I can't use the tome because I don't have 50 magic yet, but there's 2 more pieces. I got the garb and the Brumatorch. Here's the hood, Pyromancer hood. Another good thing. Oh, I got the pet. Nice. Talk to him. He has some different dialogues. What are you staring at? The great soul supra. What that means? Is that me? No, mortal. The sun, as you would say. Very nice. Oh, there's the legs. There's the last piece, the boots. I think that's everything, right? Yeah, I don't think there's anything else. There's full pyro. Very nice. You know, I can't believe some of the luck I got out of those crates. Kind of crazy. But here we are at Ignatius Vulcan to get my fire-making cape. Come on, do not walk away from me. Come on. Just talk to him, jeez, come on. Can I help you? Yes, you can. Can I buy a skill cape? Yeah, yes, that seems reasonable, even though it really doesn't. Alright, let's put it on. Here's the hood. Doesn't look as good as the Pyromancer hood, so we'll keep that off. I guess we'll just try it with the cape, but... Actually, yeah, I do like how that looks, kind of. Does it look better with this? I like this, I think. But let's do the emote here quick. Emote right here. Skill cape. The Firemaker one is kind of lame. It's like 2 seconds long, where some of them are like 20 seconds long. Also, as you can see here, I completed a maze random event on my way here. Well, let's head to to Lumbridge now and check my time played and wrap up this video. I did have a lot of fun on this first episode, even though it was all just Wintertodt, which is, you know, kind of a lot of work. It's not that AFK, because you'll die if you don't pay attention, but it was still pretty fun. Hey, he's right here too. 2 days, 18 hours, 4 minutes since I started 103 days ago. I feel like that didn't take as long as last time, because it definitely did. I played multiple months to get 99 last time because I wasn't completely concentrated on it. But yeah, in the next episode, I plan on getting 32 quest points and doing Dragon Slayer. Obviously, we'll be getting my combat and prayer up a bit to do that. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, consider leaving a like and commenting, and if you really liked it, consider subscribing. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks, guys. Bye.